In the 2015-16 Premier League season, Jamie Vardy, who was playing in non-league football just a few years earlier, scored 24 goals and won the Golden Boot. Not because he had the best technique, not because he was the fastest, but because he never missed the easy ones. You know what's wild? Vardy wasn't even a striker growing up. He was a midfielder. But when he moved up top, he realized something. Most goals aren't about skill. They're about being in the right place and burying the chance when it comes. Now, here's the kicker. You're probably better than you think. You get into great positions. You create chances. But when that perfect pass comes, when you're one-on-one with the keeper, or when the ball falls to you 6 yards out, you miss. And it's not because you're a bad player. It's because you haven't trained your brain to expect to score. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why you keep missing those easy chances, and more importantly, how to fix it for good. Because here's the truth. Scoring easy goals isn't about talent. It's about habits. And habits? Those you can change. The real reason you miss, it's not what you think. Most players assume they miss easy chances because of bad technique or bad luck. But after working with hundreds of players, from Sunday League to semi-pro, I've realized it comes down to 3 mental mistakes. You're aiming instead of shooting. When you overthink the shot, your brain freezes. Example, you see the keeper out of position, but instead of hitting it first time, you hesitate and try to place it. Result? A weak shot, a blocked attempt, or a complete whiff. You practice shooting, not scoring. Standing in a line taking shots equals useless for real games. In matches, you rarely get a perfect pass. You're under pressure, the ball's bouncing, defenders are closing in. If you only train in perfect conditions, you'll choke when it's chaotic. You don't expect to score. Your brain is wired to repeat past experiences. If you've missed 10 easy chances, your brain assumes you'll miss the 11th. Clutch players don't hope they score, they know they will. The 3-step system to never miss again. Step 1. Train your brain to expect to score. The neuro-linguistic programming breakdown. The science of missing. Why your brain betrays you. Your brain is wired to repeat what it knows. If you've missed 10 easy chances, your brain assumes you'll miss the 11th. This isn't psychology, it's neuroscience. When you step up to take a shot, your brain automatically defaults to your most repeated experience. If that experience is hesitation, overthinking, or weak contact, that's exactly what your brain will reproduce under pressure. But here's the game changer. You can rewire it. How repetition rebuilds your brain, the myelination effect. Every time you practice a skill, your brain strengthens the neural pathways responsible for that action. This process is called myelination, where your brain wraps nerve fibers in a fatty layer, myelin, making signals faster and more efficient. Think of it like paving a superhighway in your brain. First few reps, dirt road, slow, bumpy, unreliable. After 100 reps, smooth asphalt, fast, automatic, effortless. After 1,000 reps, a neural superhighway. Your brain doesn't even think, it just executes. The solution: train under worse pressure than a real game. To rewire your brain for clutch finishing, you need to train in chaos, where the ball is never perfect, defenders are always close, and you never have time to think. Drill: the no-thinking finishing game, neural rewiring drill. Setup: small box, 10 by 10 yards, in front of goal. Teammate or coach feeds you random passes. No pattern, no warning. Rule: one-touch finish only. No dribbling, no hesitation. Why it works: forces your brain to bypass conscious thought, the part that freezes under pressure. Builds myelin specifically for chaotic finishing, so real games feel easy. Pass scenarios: maximize chaos. Your teammate should randomize these passes to mimic real game unpredictability. The bouncer: a low, skidding pass that bounces erratically in front of you. The blind side: a soft rolling pass behind you. Force yourself to spin and shoot in one motion. The bullet: a hard, waist-high throw straight at your chest, trap and shoot in one touch. The airball: a lofted pass over your shoulder, volley or header without looking. A bad pass: too far, too short, or off target. Adjust and shoot anyway. If you're an under-17 player that wants to go pro, I made a completely free 1v1 playbook for you, so you never freeze or lose the ball under pressure again. Click the first link in the description or pinned comment, fill out the form, and grab your free copy now. Progression: Day 1-2. No defender. Focus on clean contact under chaos. Day 3-4. Add a lightly pressuring defender. No tackles, just shadowing. Day 5-6. Game scenario. If you miss, you do 5 burpees. Simulates real consequences. Day 7. Live game simulation. Full pressure. Celebrate every goal. Neural result: after 7 days, your brain will automatically treat easy chances like instinctive reactions. No overthinking, no hesitation. The psychological trigger. Expect to score. Programming. Your brain doesn't just react, it predicts. If you expect to miss, you'll miss. If you expect to score, you'll score. How to reprogram your expectations. Pre-game visualization. 5 minutes. Close your eyes, see the ball coming to you, feel your foot connecting, hear the net ripple. Repeat 10 times before every game or training session. Verbal affirmations. Say it out loud. I score easy chances. The ball finds the net. I don't miss. Say it 3 times before shooting drills. Celebrate every training goal. When you score in practice, act like it's a game winner. Point to the corner, sprint to the sideline, pretend the crowd is roaring. Why? Your brain associates scoring with joy and confidence, not pressure. Step 2. Master the ugly goal mentality. The art of scoring without thinking. Why pretty goals are ruining your game? You've seen it 1,000 times. The player who tries to finesse every shot, who overcomplicates the finish, who hesitates because they're waiting for the perfect moment, and what happens? They miss. Here's the truth. Most goals in football are ugly. They're scuffed shots, deflections, tap-ins from 3 yards out. They're messy, unplanned, and instinctive. But here's the problem. You've been trained to aim instead of shoot. You've been taught to place the ball instead of hitting it. And under pressure, that hesitation is what makes you miss the easy ones. The science of the ugly goal. When you're in a high-pressure situation, your brain defaults to the simplest action. If you've trained yourself to overthink your finishes, your brain will freeze. But if you've trained yourself to react, your brain will execute. Example, think of Harry Kane. He doesn't always score beautiful goals, he scores effective ones. A scuffed shot that sneaks in, a deflection off a defender, a tap-in from a rebound. He doesn't care how it looks, he just puts the ball in the net. Drill, the scramble goal challenge. How to train for ugly goals. Setup, play 3v3 in a tiny box, 15 by 15 yards, with a real goalkeeper. Rule 1, the ball must touch at least 2 players before a shot can be taken. Rule 2, no perfect shots allowed, only first-time strikes, deflections or rebounds. Rule 3, celebrate every goal, even the messy ones. Why it works, forces instinctive finishing. You don't have time to aim, you have to react. Mimics real game chaos, where most goals are not perfect. Builds comfort with ugly goals. You learn to love the scuffed shot, the deflection, the tap-in. You stop overthinking and start scoring. Creates a scoring mentality, celebrating every goal, even the ugly ones. Rewires your brain to expect success. Variations to try. Rebound king. Have a teammate fire shots at the goalkeeper, and your job is to pounce on every rebound and score. No time to think, just react and hit it. Deflection master. Place a defender, or a mannequin, in front of goal. Your job is to shoot through their legs, off their body or around them, anything to get the ball on target. Tap-in terror. Stand 2 yards from goal with a teammate feeding you bad passes, too high, too low behind you. Your job is to adjust and score, no excuses. Pro tip. Watch Jamie Vardy's goals, count how many are tap-ins, deflections, or scuffed shots. You'll realize, most goals aren't pretty, they're effective. How to apply this in games, dart hitting. When you get a chance, your first thought should be contact, not placement. Hit the ball hard and on target. Let the keeper worry about saving it. Embrace the ugly. If the ball bounces weird, comes at you fast, or isn't perfect, shoot anyway. Scuffed shot, good. Deflection, even better. Tap in, that's a goal. Move before the ball arrives. Anticipate where the ball is going and start your run early. Attack the space. Don't wait for the perfect pass. Mindset shift. Instead of thinking, I need to place this perfectly, think, hit it, now. Any contact is better than overthinking. Ugly goals count the same. Step 3, the pressure vaccine. How to thrive when it matters. Why you choke under pressure and how to fix it. You've been here before. The big game, the easy chance, the miss. Your hands get clammy, your heart races, your legs feel like lead, and suddenly, the simplest shot feels impossible. This isn't a lack of skill, it's your brain reacting to pressure. And the good news, you can train yourself to love pressure. The science of pressure, fight, flight, or flow. When you're under pressure, your brain triggers a stress response. Fight, you rush the shot and sky it over the bar. Flight, you hesitate, overthink, and miss entirely. Flow, you react instinctively and score without thinking. Most players fight or flee. Clutch players enter flow state. How? They train under worse pressure than a real game. Drill, the sudden death finishing game. The ultimate pressure vaccine. Setup, play 1v1 versus a goalkeeper, or a small-sided game with high stakes. Rule 1, if you score, you stay on. If you miss, you're out and do 10 push-ups or sprints. Rule 2, the last shot of the session is the game winner. If you miss it, you start the drill over. Rule 3, add a crowd, teammates watching, heckling, or cheering, to simulate real game pressure. Why it works, simulates real game consequences. so your brain learns to hate missing. Scoring feels like a reward, so your brain craves success. Forces focus under stress. Your brain can't overthink, it has to react. Mimics the pressure of a real game. The more you train under pressure, the more real games feel easy. You stop fearing the big moment, you crave it. Variations to try. The clutch minute. Play 1v1 for 60 seconds. If you don't score, you lose and do 20 push-ups. Forces you to create and finish under time pressure. The big game. Play a small-sided game, 3v3 or 4v4, where the last goal wins. If your team loses, everyone does burpees. Simulates real match pressure. The penalty shootout. Take 10 penalties with a goalkeeper. If you miss more than 2, you start over. Trains you to thrive under sudden death pressure. Pro tip: watch Cristiano Ronaldo's penalties. Notice how he never looks nervous? That's because he's trained under worse pressure than a real game. Use pressure cues. Before shooting, take a deep breath and say, "This is going in." This tricks your brain into flow state. How to apply this in games? Reframe pressure as opportunity. Instead of thinking, "Don't miss," think, "This is my moment. I love this pressure. I've trained for this." Control your breathing. Before a big chance, take one deep breath. This calms your nervous system and puts you in flow state. Embrace the clutch mentality. The bigger the moment, the more you want the ball. Demand the pass in the last minute. Volunteer for penalties. Step up when your team needs a goal. Mindset shift. Pressure isn't your enemy. It's your advantage. Nerves aren't weakness. They're energy. Big moments aren't scary. They're your time to shine. You don't need better technique to score easy chances. You need better training, chaos, not perfection. A killer instinct. Hit it, don't aim it. A clutch mindset. Thrive under pressure. Next time you get that easy chance, you won't hope you score. You'll know you will.